The size of your story will determine how much you can earn. The bigger the story, the bigger the paycheck. So if you can make your story, if you can be the hero of your story, and everybody likes the hero, then you will make a fortune. So credibility, we talked about with your business, for example, right? Even in your case, your business as well. And even in life insurance, credibility factor. Every business, but more so in income opportunities, big difference. You know, so I was going to do trainings for network marketing companies. So then I thought, how can I do it? I don't have the right. So I wrote a book called Become Rich Now with Network Marketing, where I interviewed about 100 of the top network marketing guys on earth. The foreword of my book is written by the $200 million man, Jeff Roberti, someone I know personally. And see, I just seeded that in. Did you notice that? Someone I know personally, right? And I've got people like David Stuckrath and Jeff Schlegel and Bob and Sue Burdick. These are big, big guys in network marketing. They're like multi-million dollar earners. So they've written their stories in the book, and I've got their stories, and so the book is automatically become credible based on the fact that I've got great stories. So if you want to make a really good success of books, and let's say you have no background. Someone asked me the other day, who asked me today? Yeah, you were asking me earlier on, that I have no story, I have no background, why will anyone listen to me? Or how can I write something, or what can I do? So a fast track way of doing that is to go and find people from your industry that are already very famous and known, and find a way to get some kind of interview or response from them. So you can say that I've met the top 10 digital marketers of the world, and here's their interviews in my book. Or I've met the top 10 caterers that cater for Hollywood and cater for massive royal weddings and stuff, and that you've interviewed them. Or you've met the top life insurance agents around the world. I knew a guy called Randir Singh and Clive Holmes. These were two life insurance agents that at that time were the biggest on earth. Right? Randir Singh he sold something like 70 million pounds of life insurance. And he is so good at selling that he would, Orthodox Jewish people don't have TVs or videos or radios in their house. They don't have any. He was so good, he could probably go there and sell them one. He was so good. So I met these people. They're all $1 Million Roundtable members. They're all big-time guys. So if I interviewed a whole series of $1 Million Roundtable people, I could go and meet people and say, I've met the best people, and this is what they told me. So you can build your credibility by putting your gun on someone else's shoulder. So if I wanted to do I have a program I put together years ago. I never launched it. I probably will never launch it, called Bollywood Breakthrough. Because people had come to me who are actors or struggling actors saying, how do I do it? How do I do it? How do I do it? So I thought, okay, what a good market. So I made this brochure. Then I thought, I can't do it because I have nothing to do with Bollywood. I could today because I've got the contacts and I've been in a movie and stuff like that. But if I had not had any of that, all I would do is go and interview all the top producers, top directors, top actors, find a way to get them to engage, which they do if you do it in the right way, interview them and write a book called Bollywood Breakthrough. So all of a sudden I can become an expert in any area. Like Tony Robbins is a good example. Tony Robbins he's a motivational man, he's a transformational man, but now he's into finance, money making. So what does he do? He goes and interviews the top, most successful financial traders on earth, writes a book about their strategies, puts his picture on the front cover, and now Robbins is an authority on how to make money in the markets. So that's another way to do it if you want a really quick way. So if you're doing B2B, for example, you can find out similar consulting firms that what you do and go and interview the top guys and ask them, what makes a great company? What makes this? What makes that? So anyone can build credibility. Anyone can build, even if you're a newcomer, you want to do wills, for example. You could go and do a whole bunch of studies on wealthy people who have wills and ask them, why do they have wills? And you can say the secret wills of the wealthy. So the average man or the middle class man or the upper middle class man wants to know that. We all want to know what rich people do. So you could interview people like the owners of Naukri.com, Monster.com, and find out what makes them do what they do. You can find out experts and people around the world. Maybe, see, in India, you can go and get some international people and interview them. And if I was in London, I would come and interview Indian people. Because everybody likes people from abroad. It's just the way it is. So you could do that. And people, if you go to a website called selfhelp.com, and on that website, there are hundreds and thousands of experts in specific areas. If you write to them, they'll all be very, very happy to give you articles or information on stuff like that. You could interview some of the top Bitcoin experts, recognized ones, the ones that are globally recognized. I don't know if you know a couple of names. Okay, so there's a few Bitcoin mining companies that are very big as well. Interview them, find out stuff like that. Another quick way of getting authenticated is to do a TED Talk. That kind of helps. In India, it's very easy to get on a TED Talk. It's not that difficult. Unfortunately, it should be, but it's not. So you could find out about the TED Talks in any area around India. They're everywhere now. And find a way to do a TEDx talk. Of course, you have to talk about something different. Yes. A different angle to what you're doing.